One woman paid someone money to hide this from you, but heaven has exposed the secret. Archangel Michael says, "The winds of revelation are stirring, and they are not gentle." A veil that has long been drawn across your eyes is trembling, and the truth hidden beneath it is pressing to come out. One woman, desperate to keep control, has poured money into secrecy, yet the silence she tried to purchase is already cracking. She feared that if you discovered the reality, her power over you would collapse. Her actions were not careless, they were calculated, deliberate, and filled with an urgency to prevent you from seeing what belonged to you. She thought money could buy silence, but heaven cannot be bribed. The moment she gave payment, an invisible record was marked in the spiritual realms. Every coin exchanged carried her intention, and every intention is weighed by divine order. That is why her attempt to bury this truth will not remain hidden. Already, signs are manifesting around you, signaling that her control is slipping. The whispers are louder, the shadows are thinner, and you are closer to uncovering what she fought so hard to bury. The hour of exposure has begun. Amen. 333. Her fear is rooted not just in losing something material, but in losing the narrative she built around your life. She shaped a picture that was never real, painted lies where truth should have been, and forced others to look at you through distorted glass. But now that glass is shattering, and what is behind it will pierce through the illusions she purchased. She knew this day would arrive, but she did not expect it so soon. That is why her steps have grown clumsy and her plans weaker. The current she tried to swim against is too strong, because heaven itself has turned the tide. There is a reason you felt unsettled lately, as though the air around you carried tension. That unease was your spirit sensing the breaking of her hold. The walls are beginning to echo with the truth she thought she had silenced. She has been warned by dreams, by restless nights, and by sudden interruptions in her affairs. Yet still she tries to hold on, still she attempts to patch what cannot be patched. Her hands are trembling, because she knows her secret is slipping away. Amen. 111. The transaction she made was more than a physical one, it carried a spiritual weight. When she handed over that money, she tried to bind fate, but destiny cannot be chained. The heavens recorded it, and every hidden act becomes a testimony waiting for its appointed time. Now, her investment is turning against her. The same payment that secured silence is calling forth exposure. What she buried with money is now rising, demanding to be seen. This is not a mere coincidence. The flow of events, the unraveling of her plan, is orchestrated with precision. You are being positioned to stand before what she feared most. Her name will soon be tied to revelations she never intended to reach your ears. She will be unable to deny it, because the chain of evidence is aligning beyond her control. And when it comes forward, you will understand the reason for her desperate payment. Amen. 999. The secret she tried to bury carries weight for your future. It is connected to inheritance, to recognition, and to the opening of doors she wanted to keep locked. She knew that once you discovered it, nothing could stop the shift in your life. That is why she was willing to pay another person to act as the guardian of her lie. But the one who took her money is no longer loyal to her. Even now, cracks are forming in their silence, and their loyalty is shaking. They too have seen what happens when truth demands release. The weight on their conscience grows heavier by the day. The secret is pushing through the barriers of fear. Her money bought her only time, but time is no longer on her side. The more she resists, the louder the exposure becomes. She cannot delay what heaven has set in motion. Amen. 222. You will notice small confirmations appearing like sparks around you. A phrase overheard, a document that surfaces, a sudden remark from someone you least expect. These are not random, they are threads of truth being woven together. The spiritual realms are making sure you cannot be kept blind. Your eyes are sharpening, your spirit is aligning, and your awareness is reaching higher. The fog she paid for is clearing. Soon, the hidden will be in plain sight. The silence she funded will collapse like dust. The voice of truth will ring louder than the coins she exchanged. Even her allies, those who once stood by her secrecy, will falter. They will not withstand the weight of what is coming. The unraveling has already begun. Amen. 444. The woman's plan was birthed in fear, not in wisdom. She believed control was safer than honesty, yet fear always collapses when confronted by light. What she fought to cover will now stand as testimony against her. You are stepping into the season of unveiling. The chains of silence she forged with money are being cut, link by link. And with every break, your destiny breathes more freely. Archangel Michael says, you will not be left in confusion. Clarity is descending, and with it comes strength. No lie will withstand the sword of truth. The revelations will not come to destroy you but to liberate you. They are gifts wrapped in painful packaging, yet inside them lies freedom, recognition, and restoration. You are not walking into loss, you are walking into rightful possession. Amen. 555. She thought secrecy was a fortress, but that fortress has cracks. Each attempt she makes to reinforce it only draws more attention to the weakness inside. The structure she built is collapsing from within. Even the person she paid is beginning to fear exposure. They know the truth is becoming unstoppable. Their silence can no longer be purchased, for heaven has set fire to the contract. What you will hear will shock you, yet it will also confirm what your spirit already knew. The unrest you felt, the suspicions you carried, were not illusions. They were the whispers of heaven preparing you. The unfolding will happen step by step, but it will be undeniable. She will try to explain, to soften the blow, but the facts will rise above her excuses. And you will stand with truth on your side. Amen. 1111. The silence she purchased is dissolving, and with every passing day the cracks grow louder. What was once buried beneath shadows is surfacing like light through broken glass. Her control is slipping, and she cannot stop the unraveling. She senses eyes upon her, though she doesn't know where they come from. That is because heaven is already exposing her actions in quiet ways before the full unveiling arrives. Nothing she does can undo what she set in motion with her payment. Every coin carries memory, and those coins she exchanged are whispering against her. They tell the story she tried to hide, repeating it in places she cannot silence. That is why the truth feels so close now, it is pressing through every barrier. She cannot rest, for her own thoughts betray her. The walls around her hum with tension, and her spirit knows exposure is near. The same money that once made her feel powerful is now a curse upon her peace. Amen. 333. You may feel waves of restlessness, but understand, they are not meant to break you. They are signals, alerts, preparing your soul for the revelation ahead. What you are sensing is the shift from concealment into clarity. This is a season where silence is breaking. Conversations will reach you, papers will surface, faces will turn toward you with new recognition. Each step is part of the unveiling. Her fear will grow sharper the closer you come to discovering. Watch her movements carefully, for desperation will reveal itself in small ways. Her words will not align, her actions will contradict, her tone will shift. The mask is slipping, and the person behind it cannot remain hidden. You will see her vulnerability, not just her secrecy. And that will confirm everything that is coming to light. Amen. 777. The person she paid is trembling. At first, the exchange felt like safety, like easy money for silence. But silence has grown heavy, and now it is impossible to carry. Their dreams are restless, their conscience loud, their heart uneasy. What they hold back burns like fire in their chest. They are not strong enough to endure the pressure of concealment. Soon, their lips will part, and truth will spill like water. They cannot keep the weight forever, because heaven itself has placed fire upon their tongue. They will speak, and when they do, the secret will unfold completely. You will hear words you never expected. They will pierce like arrows, but they will also set you free. The truth is not coming to harm you, it is coming to place power in your hands. Amen. 111. The unraveling will not stop at her, it will ripple outward. Those connected to her secrecy will feel the pressure as well. Every alliance forged in lies will weaken. Her payment was supposed to bind others in loyalty. But loyalty that is bought with fear cannot last. It crumbles under the weight of time, and time has already run its course. People who once stood beside her are drifting away. They sense her downfall, and they do not want to be pulled down with her. They are already preparing to step aside. This is why you will see sudden shifts in people's behavior around her. They will no longer defend her as strongly. Their silence will speak louder than words. Amen. 999. The hidden truth is tied to your identity. It connects to recognition that should have been yours, to opportunities she tried to block, to a destiny she attempted to rewrite. This is why heaven has moved so powerfully to bring it to light. When you hear it, clarity will strike like lightning. You will understand why certain delays happened, why certain doors felt locked, why certain paths seemed blocked. It was her hand behind it all. But what she tried to deny you is already flowing back. The balance is correcting, and what belongs to you will find its way. You will not need to chase it, for it will arrive to you by divine design. Her fear is justified, because she knows once this truth surfaces, she has no more control. She cannot rewrite what is already recorded in heaven. Her efforts collapse into dust. Amen. 222. Archangel Michael says, you are not stepping into loss, you are stepping into revelation. Truth is not against you, it is your ally, your sword, your shield. Nothing hidden can stand when the light descends. This season is about clarity and empowerment. The very thing she tried to bury will be the stepping stone that lifts you higher. It will place in your hands what she tried to remove. You will not fall when it comes, you will rise. You will not weep in defeat, you will stand in strength. The exposure will free you from every shadow she wrapped around your name. The unveiling will echo loudly. It will spread in ways she never imagined. And once it does, she cannot silence it again. Amen. 444. Her nights are sleepless now. The coins of her betrayal ring in her dreams, and the faces of those she tried to silence haunt her. She cannot escape the echo of her actions. The fear she carries is no longer hidden. You will see it in her eyes, in her restless movements, in her guarded tone. Her body itself betrays the storm inside her. She hoped the payment would keep her safe, but it only created chains around her spirit. The weight grows heavier each day, and she cannot carry it much longer. Soon, she will break under the pressure. When she does, everything will come forth. It will not arrive gently, it will burst like a dam releasing floods. And the truth will cover everything she tried to control. Amen. 555. Her attempts to repair the cracks are failing. No matter how much she tries to cover the silence with new lies, the noise of truth grows louder. The walls around her are trembling with exposure. The money she used to bury the secret now feels like a curse. It carries weight that drags her down, pulling her spirit into fear. She cannot walk freely, for her conscience has shackled her every step. Every path she takes is haunted by reminders. A face, a voice, a sudden shift in the air, it all unsettles her. She cannot find peace because truth follows her like a shadow. This is why her downfall is certain. What she fought to hide has now become the very storm that surrounds her. She is trapped in the web she spun for you. Amen. 333. Your role in this story is shifting. You are no longer the one being kept in darkness. You are the one standing in the light, prepared to receive what was hidden. The evidence will come into your hands, not through struggle but through alignment. It will be brought forth by people, by circumstances, by movements beyond her control. The unveiling is designed to meet you directly. You will not need to demand answers. They will come on their own, pressing toward you with urgency. What she tried to silence is now louder than her excuses. The unveiling will strengthen your name. It will bring recognition, validation, and authority where she once sowed confusion. And with that, the tide of destiny turns fully in your favor. Amen. 777. Those who once doubted you will see the truth with their own eyes. They will witness the collapse of her silence and the rise of your vindication. Their words will change, their stance will shift, their loyalty will return. Her reputation will tremble as the story unfolds. What she tried to bury will follow her, and others will see the fingerprints of her betrayal. She will not escape the mark of what she has done. The world around you will no longer question your path. They will understand why you endured delays, why obstacles rose, why shadows lingered. The explanation will be clear, undeniable, and final. Her downfall will not be your destruction, it will be your elevation. The stage she tried to block will now open, and you will stand where you were always meant to stand. Amen. 111. The one she paid can no longer resist. Their silence is ending, their fear overwhelming, their voice trembling with what they must reveal. They will no longer protect her, for the truth inside them is too heavy. When their words reach you, clarity will strike. It will come not as chaos but as confirmation. You will finally see the full picture, and every missing piece will fall into place. This will not destroy you, it will complete you. It will bring closure to questions you never voiced, peace to wounds you carried, and strength to steps you are about to take. The revelation is your breakthrough. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm, for what is being exposed is your freedom." The sword of truth has cut through her silence, and nothing can bind you again. You are walking into restoration. Amen. 999. She thought money would protect her, but money cannot silence destiny. She thought lies would last, but lies crumble under the weight of time. She thought fear would control you, but fear has no power in the light. Her end is the beginning of your rise. Her silence breaking is your voice being heard. Her downfall is your liberation. The truth is no longer hidden. It is marching forward, step by step, unshakable, unstoppable, undeniable. The unveiling is not near, it is here. And when it fully arrives, you will stand in strength, clarity, and freedom, holding what was always yours. Her secret will no longer bind you. Her payment will no longer silence you. Amen. 2222. The storm has ended, and light has taken its place. The secret is gone, the chains are broken, the silence is shattered. You are free, you are strong, and you are rising. The unveiling is complete. What she tried to hide will never again be hidden. What she paid to silence will now echo forever in truth. Stand tall, for your destiny is restored. Walk forward, for the road ahead is clear. Nothing hidden remains, nothing stolen endures, nothing silenced survives. This is your season of revelation. And nothing, not even her desperate payment, can stop what has been written for you. Amen. 444. Her footsteps grow unsteady now. She walks through her days carrying a secret that burns hotter with each moment. Every glance around her feels like eyes watching, every whisper feels like it carries her name. The weight she carries is too heavy. She cannot balance her life as before, for truth has made her clumsy. Even silence sounds loud in her ears, echoing with the reminder that exposure is near. She thought time was her ally, but time has betrayed her. The longer she holds the secret, the more fragile it becomes. What she purchased with money is slipping through her trembling hands. Now she fears the sound of truth more than anything. But fear cannot stop it, fear only makes it louder. The unveiling is certain, the hour unstoppable, the end inevitable. Amen. 111. You stand at the edge of transformation. The shadows that held you are falling away, and the horizon is glowing with revelation. The air around you vibrates with the energy of breakthrough. Every delay you endured is about to make sense. Every strange obstacle is about to reveal its reason. The truth she hid explains more than you could imagine. When you hear it, you will feel the weight of clarity. Not as a burden, but as release. It will feel like chains snapping, like heavy doors swinging open, like fresh breath after suffocation. Her attempt to control has failed, and you will see her powerless. The truth she fought to bury will now crown you with freedom. The balance has shifted, and you stand in victory. Amen. 222. The one she trusted is ready to speak. Their conscience burns, their nights are restless, their silence impossible to maintain. They will open their mouth, and the story will flow out. It may come through whispers first, through partial fragments, through careful hints. But each fragment will connect until the full picture is in your hands. Nothing will be missing when the unveiling is complete. The evidence will not only expose her actions, it will vindicate you. It will prove what was always yours, affirm your path, and restore your honor. You will stand taller once it is revealed. Her payment cannot buy their silence anymore. The coins that once sealed their lips now ring like alarms in their ears. They will not endure the weight of secrecy much longer. Amen. 333. She will try to defend herself, but her words will fail. She will search for explanations, but they will sound hollow. The truth will be stronger than her excuses. Her allies will scatter. Those who once stood near her will not risk being exposed with her. Her circle will shrink until she stands alone, facing the truth she cannot silence. The moment she dreaded is here. Her investment in silence has collapsed. She cannot undo what has already been set in motion. And you will be the one holding the truth she tried to deny you. It will be in your hands, undeniable, irreversible, unstoppable. The unveiling belongs to you. Amen. 444. Her fear grows every day. Her voice trembles when she speaks, her eyes avoid the light, her hands fidget with nervous energy. She knows the walls are closing in. She never expected heaven to fight for you. She underestimated the divine timing that no coin can control. She believed her payment was stronger than destiny, but she was wrong. Now, the atmosphere around her is heavy with judgment. Even those who don't know the details can sense her unrest. The secret leaks through her very presence. She cannot hide it anymore. Not from herself, not from others, not from you. The end of her silence is here. Amen. 777. Her shadow grows longer now. The very ground she walks upon feels unstable, as though every step might betray her. Her own life has turned into a stage where truth is waiting to break through. The person she paid is cornered by destiny. Their silence is burning holes in their conscience. They know the fire of exposure will not spare them if they hold back. They will soon shift their loyalty. Not because they want to protect you at first, but because they cannot endure the torment of hiding what must be spoken. Heaven is making it impossible for them to keep the lie alive. That is why their words will come, even trembling, even broken, even incomplete at first. But once the first sentence leaves their lips, the rest will flow like a river bursting through a dam. Amen. 111. She feels it approaching, but she cannot stop it. She clutches at every corner of control, but her grip only slips further. Fear has become her constant companion. Her eyes search for allies, but she finds fewer each day. Those who once nodded in agreement now stand distant, unwilling to carry her burden. The collapse has already started in silence. When you look at her, you will notice the weight she carries. She cannot meet your gaze without shifting uncomfortably. The truth is written all over her body. What she buried with money is rising above her head. She cannot control the wave anymore, and she knows it will sweep her into the open. This is the justice of exposure. Amen. 222. Your moment of revelation will arrive suddenly. It may come through a document sliding into your hands. It may come through a voice whispering what they can no longer keep inside. Whatever the path, it will be undeniable. The evidence will stand before you like stone, solid, permanent, undeniable. No excuse will erase it. You will feel a mixture of emotions when it comes. A sting of betrayal, yes, but also the power of relief, the strength of clarity, the freedom of knowing. It will release you into truth. Archangel Michael says, "This truth is your victory. Do not fear its arrival, it is not against you, it is for you. It comes to set you free and to break every shadow that tried to bind you." Amen. 333. The closer the moment comes, the more she unravels. You will see her hesitate, stumble, falter in her words. Even without full evidence, her demeanor will betray her. Her spirit cannot handle the weight. The fear within her is louder than her attempts at calm. Her mask is cracking before the crowd. Those who once believed her will start doubting. They will question her motives, her choices, her sudden nervousness. Her silence will no longer be a shield, it will be a confession. And then, the proof will land in your life. The silence she bought will finally break. And you will be the one standing tall in the aftermath. Amen. 444. The story will spread further than she expects. Once truth escapes, it does not return to silence. It echoes through places she cannot reach. Her reputation will shake under the weight of revelation. People will remember not the silence she purchased, but the truth she tried to bury. Her attempt to hide will become the reason for her exposure. The one she paid will not protect her anymore. They will feel safer releasing the truth than holding it back. And when they speak, her entire plan will collapse. You will hold the victory she tried to steal. You will rise into the position she tried to block. Nothing will stop the light from shining on you. Amen. 555. Her fear is justified because the timing is divine. The unraveling is not random, it is precise, orchestrated, unstoppable. She cannot interfere with what has already been written. Even now, the threads are coming together. Events align, conversations unfold, paths intersect, and all of them point toward exposure. The puzzle is almost complete. You are not standing at the end of something, you are standing at the beginning. This truth will not just close a chapter, it will open an entirely new book. It will mark the moment where your life turns toward destiny. Her money bought her time, but not safety. Her silence lasted for a season, but not forever. Her power is over. Amen. 777. Her silence is bleeding through the cracks now. The more she tries to stitch it closed, the more it unravels. The truth is alive, and it refuses to stay buried. She feels the heat of exposure pressing against her skin. Each day feels shorter, each night heavier. Her own breath betrays her, because fear is wrapped around it. The one she trusted cannot hold the secret any longer. They are trembling under the weight of what they know. The fire of truth has consumed their silence. And when they finally release it, the explosion will be impossible to contain. It will spread faster than her excuses. It will pierce through every barrier she built. Amen. 111. She will realize too late that her payment bought nothing but delay. The time she thought she purchased is gone. The silence she believed in has turned into thunder. The truth has chosen you. It has traveled through shadows, through hands, through silence, only to reach your life at this exact moment. Nothing can turn it away now. Even if she tries to move faster, truth will always outrun her. Even if she pays again, it will not silence what has already awakened. Destiny does not accept bribes. You will see her fall under the weight of her own attempt to control. She will be forced to watch you rise with the very truth she buried. And that will be the justice written for you. Amen. 222. The air around you is heavy with signals. Strange alignments, sudden whispers, unexpected appearances, none of these are accidents. They are threads woven by unseen hands. Your spirit already knows what is coming. The unease you have felt is not fear but preparation. Heaven has been shaping you for the moment of clarity. When the revelation comes, it will not surprise your soul. It will confirm what you have carried inside all along. You will feel the weight of recognition more than shock. And once it arrives, you will never be the same. The shadows that followed you will scatter. The path ahead will blaze with light. Amen. 333. She thought she could rewrite the ending, but the story belongs to you. Her role is fading, her hold collapsing, her silence ending. The script of her control is burning. You are stepping into a higher season. Not one of confusion, but of clarity. Not one of silence, but of testimony. The truth she buried is tied to your destiny. It carries your freedom, your recognition, your rightful rise. That is why heaven fought to deliver it to you. Archangel Michael says, the sword has already cut through her deception. The battle is finished, the silence is destroyed, and the victory belongs to you. Amen. 444. Her allies will no longer defend her. They will scatter like dust in the wind. Each will save themselves rather than fall with her. The isolation will terrify her. She will feel the emptiness of being left alone with her secret collapsing. No one will be willing to carry it for her anymore. Her downfall will not be loud at first, it will be quiet, creeping, steady. The slow collapse will eat away at her until the final strike lands. By then, nothing will remain of her control. And when she falls, the light will rise on you. The tables will turn, the balance will shift, and destiny will show itself. The unveiling will be complete. Amen. 555.